My name is Musu Bakoto Sawo, and I'm the National Coordinator for Think Young Women. I'm also a law lecturer at the University of The Gambia, Faculty of Law. My passion for the development of the girl child began when I was 9 years old. First as a member of the NACO Child Network, and subsequently as a member of a child-led advocacy group called The Voice of the Young. This was where I built the passion to advance the cause of girls in particular and children in generally. However, my personal experiences as a child bride at age 14 years further motivated me to want to advance the development of the girl child. It is my view that based on certain socio-cultural dynamics, that girls have been left behind in the development of their society, in the development of their country. And as a result, issues around harmful traditional practices are very much elaborate and significant in many cultures in the Gambian society and Africa as a large. And I thought that it was time for me to take more meaningful steps to be able to ensure that the girl child is protected from all harms. There are several challenges that girls today in Africa face. Key among these is exposure to harmful traditional practices. We've seen that over 650 million girls have undergone child marriages. And also more than 200 million girls and women have been subjected to female genital mutilation. These are high numbers for these practices to be perpetrated against them. That this is one of the main reasons why girls are not able to reach their fullest of potentials by being exposed or subjected to both child marriage and female genital mutilation. Their right to education to a great extent is taken away. Many girls who are married before their age 18 are robbed of their childhood and subsequently do not have the same opportunities as the boys who would continue to go to school, while the life of the girl is cut short by either taking them away from school, and in the event that they are married and then they become pregnant, we've seen a high mortality rate among young girls. Education to a great extent is taken away. Many girls who are married before their age 18 are robbed of their childhood and subsequently do not have the same opportunities as the boys who would continue to go to school, while the life of the girl is cut short by either taking them away from school, and in the event that they are married and then they become pregnant, we've seen a high mortality rate among young girls, all in the name of these forced marriages. Patriarchy is also another challenge that girls in our communities, both in the Gambia and Africa at large, are exposed to. The idea that a girl is inferior to a boy and as such is not given the same equality in treatment and in the way that they fully enjoy their life is also something that significantly affects girls within Africa and the Gambia in particular. Also, issues around reproductive health issues, sexual and reproductive health and rights in particular, where there isn't one comprehensive sexuality education that enables the girls to have well-informed knowledge in terms of sex and also what results to early pregnancies. They also do not have access to reproductive services, which are regarded as being only available to married women and not these girls. Whether we know it or not, this is one of the key challenges that girls are exposed to, and the lack of that knowledge, the lack of that information results to many decisions that they take that are not well informed and sometimes are not even based on consent. Of course, being an alumna of the Center for Human Rights has given me an opportunity to be able to learn about advocacy on several levels by being a member of the women's rights unit, for example, through, of course, the researches that we have been doing for them, through the women's rights clinic rather, is something that has significantly contributed to my advocacy and campaigning skills. But most importantly, learning at the Center for Human Rights gave me the opportunity to learn more about the policy and legal framework, which information I've been using in advancing the cause of girls in not just Gambia, but also the world at large. So the center exposed me and sharpened my knowledge, pre-existing knowledge, and also molded me into the much confident and knowledgeable woman that I am in the context of the area that I do advocacy on. So this is something that I'll forever be grateful to the center for. I have several of those, but because it's the fondest memory, it would be being with my friends and the support that they had rendered to me during the course of the HRDA program when I lost my mother. That is, and by far, the fondest memory that I had, that even though I didn't have my family there with me, but I had a support system. I had friends who have now turned into family, and that is one thing that I am most grateful for. And also it's one of my fondest memories, just knowing that while I was away from home, but I still had a whole family, a whole group of friends, and now called family. Sometimes you feel like giving up, particularly those that are very much tied to customs and traditions. You get insults, there is major backlash often, but don't relent in your efforts. If you believe in something, pursue it. With all of these challenges, you learn and you re-strategize and you come back again strong. Remember that the narratives would only change if we take meaningful steps, if we do not give up, if we give it everything, even though there are massive challenges that we may face.